After months of waiting, MelonDS has finally released its massive 1.0 update. This update comes with large improvements to rendering, audio, and general usability. But perhaps more crucially to a dual-screen gaming nerd like myself, multi-window support. Yes, that's right. Finally, there's an easy method to play DS games dual screen outside Android and iOS without a ton of fuss. In this video, I'll show you all how it works and go over some general nuances you might want to consider as you get started. To get all this working, first go to MelonDS's website and download the latest version of their software for your device, then extract it and launch it. Currently, Linux, macOS, and Windows are supported. Fortunately, there's no dedicated Windows on ARM build, but the latest Qualcomm chipsets don't struggle too much with this level of emulation anyway. Although, worth noting, if you're using MelonDS for Android, that's an entirely separate team, and as of this video, it hasn't updated with any dual screen features. If that changes, I'll pin a comment down below. When it's up and running, load the game of your choosing. Next, click View, Open New Window. A new window should pop up almost immediately, mirroring your first window. Drag the second window to wherever's comfortable. If you're using two different monitors, make sure to maximize the windows to fill their respective screens. Then, with the window you want as the top screen selected, click View, Screen Sizing, Top Only. Then select the other screen and click View, Screen Sizing, Bottom Only. And just like that, you're playing DS games dual window. Now, as you might have noticed, all of this works because the second window mirrors the gameplay on the first window. By adjusting the screen sizing, it's basically just cropping out the bits that are unneeded for the given view. It's not necessarily the cleanest solution, but it does allow for some very neat extra use cases. If you haven't noticed, you can technically open as many new windows as you want, with each new window mirroring both screens. This might be useful if you're a streamer trying out a specific setup, or you're someone trying to display gameplay on a much larger screen while you have a more comfortable small display in front of you to play your games. If you click System Multiplayer Launch New Instance, you can even use this new multi-window ability to play local multiplayer, with the windows arranged however you'd like. Just be aware that you may need to reconfigure your controller for player 2 to avoid any crosstalk shenanigans. Stuff like this is fantastic, and how creative you can get with it with just a little bit of imagination. With that in mind, there are some general nuances you might want to know about. The first is that this app seems really great at memorizing the location of the second window. On macOS, I set my windows to split screen, and now it automatically launches in that configuration each time. Meanwhile, on Windows, it sometimes doesn't automatically launch the second window, but kinda like Cemu, it remembers where I dragged that window before and plops it wherever I need to when I open it. Those windows will also retain the screen sizing details from previous sessions, making gameplay setup much easier. The second nuance has to do with full screen setups. The option for full screen windows goes away after a second window is launched, which unfortunately means you might have to do a bit more work for full immersion. That work, of course, will differ depending on your operating system. macOS is the easiest in these use cases. With both windows on different displays, click the Fill button on both windows, and then each window will grow to fit its respective screen. Nice and easy. Arch Linux is the next easiest. With both windows on different displays, simply right-click on the top bar and select the full screen option to fill out the display. If necessary, you can also hide the taskbar to reclaim just a little bit more room on your display. Unfortunately, Windows doesn't have an easy one-click solution. Instead, you'll need a separate app to force borderless gaming for you. The app I use is called, well, Borderless Gaming. With this, simply open the app, select the MelonDS window, and choose to have it go full screen. At which moment, you'll notice a couple extra hitches. One, even after activating Borderless Gaming, the menu bar doesn't go away. Unfortunately, this is likely something that will take another update to add a toggle to work around. Second, only the second screen is able to be selected. This is due to both MelonDS windows having the same name, which confuses Borderless Gaming a bit. The workaround for this is to make the second screen full screen while inside a game and set it to automatic. Then close out the game and do the same for the default MelonDS window. This way, it'll make one screen full screen when MelonDS is launched, and the second screen, hopefully, full screen when a game is launched. Do be aware that there's always the potential for additional fiddling to be necessary for this though. But yeah, that's the new MelonDS. It's an insanely cool, much appreciated update that's gonna make DS emulation much easier on more platforms. But now I'd like to know what y'all think. Does this update make you want to try more DS games, or is there a feature you're still holding out hope for? Let me know down in the comments. As always, if you found this video helpful or informative, go ahead and give it a like, and then get subscribed for more dual screen gaming videos in the near future. If you need a quick link to MelonDS, I'll have a link to their website down in the video description, alongside links to a couple other dual screen gaming videos I've made this year. That's going to be all for this video though. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end, and then until next time, catch you later.